Hi, I'm Graham and welcome to Man vs Film. This is a top 10 of movies streaming right now on Amazon Prime UK. Now, like I usually say, this is my personal top 10. It isn't the best movies on Amazon, but it's just a fresh batch of movies that you may not have realised are on there or you might want to check out. And if I've mentioned it previously, then it doesn't make it onto this list. This list is fresh every single month. So make sure to subscribe to make sure that you get this content first and foremost as soon as it is uploaded. So let's just dive straight in with number 10, which is Begin Again. A chance encounter between a disgraced record executive and a young singer-songwriter turns into a promising collaboration between the two. I've seen this movie a couple of times this year and it just gets better every single time I watch it. The record executive is Mark Ruffalo and the young singer-songwriter is Keira Knightley, and you expect this to move into romantic comedy territory, but it doesn't do that wisely because it just becomes a film about friendship, about creating music, about creating something and just getting it out into the ether, cutting out all the rubbish that comes with it. And it's a really fun story with some nice secondary characters as well. I can see me watching this a hell of a lot more over the next few years. It's just a fun movie that I don't really hear anybody talking about. Number 9 is 999. A gang of criminals and corrupt cops conspire to kill a police officer in order to use that as cover to pull off their biggest heist yet. What a cast this thing has. Seriously, I would list all the names here, but I'd need a 10-minute video just to list them all. There's that many amazing actors in this movie. It's got a couple of really cool action set pieces as well that I think are really well done and look amazing. And it's got this really tense final third where you're never quite sure how the movie's going to climax, what's going to happen, who's going to survive, how, if any of these guys, are they going to get out of this extremely sticky situation. Now, it's a movie that could have been a little bit better if it was expanded upon, as I said in my original review, which you'll be able to find a link for up here somewhere, a little card you can click onto and check out the review, but it's still a good one-time watch. Number 8 is High Rise. A class struggle becomes all too real in a modern-day apartment block in 1975 London. Drugs, drink and debauchery dissolve into murder, mayhem and misogyny. Straight away, this movie is not for everybody. If within the first 15 minutes you don't like this, turn it off because it's not going to get any better for you. It's really weird, it's kind of wacky. The 70s setting gives it a kind of off-skew perspective. It's a fun flick, but it's really hard to digest and to get into. Number 7 on my list is Contagion. Healthcare professionals, government officials and everyday people find themselves in the middle of a worldwide epidemic that the CDC are trying to find a cure for. Steven Soderbergh directs a gluttony of stars. This is another fantastically cast movie. This viral thriller gives a terrifying insight into what would actually happen if something as catastrophic as this virus in the movie hit the planet. What would happen? What effectively could possibly happen? Stand back and look at it like that, it is almost like a horror movie. The way that the planet is just decimated, the way this thing just starts and just evolves. It's a really good movie that's going to really kickstart your OCD and washing your hands and making sure that the place is germ-free. Number 6 on my list is the first of 2 Christmas movies on my list. The other one we'll get to later on, which is a little bit special. This one, however, is a very Harold and Kumar Christmas. This is the third part in this series. Harold and Kumar cause a festive fracas when they accidentally burn down Harold's father-in-law's prized Christmas tree. The two must struggle to try and replace the tree before the father comes home and disowns them. Saying that this is the best of the Harold and Kumar movies isn't saying much, but it's a step above that. It's actually a really good movie. The humour's a little bit better, a little bit broader this time around, and with the festive setting, it really does just make everything a little bit better. Number 5 is American History X. A former neo-Nazi skinhead tries to stop his brother from following in his footsteps. I hadn't seen this movie in years, but it had stuck with me, and it's a really tough one to get through. With the time that's passed, I didn't expect it to have as much of an impact again on me as it did. This movie had me dumbstruck. It is quite literally a shock to the system movie. It is a great performance by Edward Norton, and it's a movie that must be seen. Number 4 is Contraband. To protect his brother-in-law, a former smuggler must travel down to Panama and smuggle back millions of dollars of counterfeit money. This is your typical Mark Wahlberg action thriller type of movie. It's kind of cliched and it is full of deja vu moments, you know, the kind of things where you go, I've seen that somewhere before. But Mark Wahlberg was born to play these roles and he does them very well and makes the movie very watchable because of that. It's not trying to be anything amazing, but what it does very well, and it's an entertaining story. I've seen it a couple of times and I'm quite happy to throw it on when I'm bored one night and just chill out and watch it and be entertained. Number 3 is The Judge. A big city lawyer returns home when his father, the town judge, is accused of murder. Robert Duvall and Robert Downey Jr. star in this movie as father and son respectively. This is a crime drama. It takes its time and builds up the characters, layering them up and then introducing these past histories that they've had and really creating a dynamic between the characters. And with this conflict between the characters that needs resolved, it sort of echoes along the line of the sort of court case that needs a resolution as well. And you're looking for these two intertwining stories to kind of solve themselves and give you a happy ending, but the movie doesn't guarantee that that's going to happen. Number 2 is The Hateful Eight. In the dead of a Wyoming winter, a bounty hunter and his prisoner find shelter in this cabin filled with nefarious characters. In any other top 10 list, this movie would be number 1. I think it's one of the best movies that I've seen this year, way back in January, and I think it is one of Quentin Tarantino's best movies. He's created a measured masterpiece where scenes are allowed to breathe, to allow the characters to have this fantastic dialogue that almost sings to you. Now this movie has a lot of detractors because it's not as fast paced as some of Quentin Tarantino's other movies, but I think it's all the better for taking its time. Again, I did a review for this way back and you'll be able to click to that up here and see the full review. Number 1 on my list is The Polar Express. A young boy embarks on a magical adventure aboard the train the Polar Express to the North Pole. This is a first time watch for me and it's something I've kind of resisted putting on for the longest while. I don't know why, I was never interested in it. I've heard people say good things about it, but I just, for some reason, always put it to the back of my mind. But I stuck it on the other day, not expecting much, and I was blown away by this Christmas fairy tale. This is a wonderful and captivating Christmas tale, and it's something that I'm going to watch every year from now on. It's such an effect on me. I don't know what I expected, but the tale is very magical. It's endearing with some nice characters. There's some annoying ones as well, but they're supposed to be annoying, and a really, really great message at the heart of it that is just fantastic. It looks amazing, it's heartwarming, and it just gets you so much in the Christmas mood. I thought The Polar Express was fantastic, and it is mandatory viewing this month on Amazon Prime. So thanks for checking out my top 10 of movies for December 2016, and come back next year where I'll be back with some more top 10s. As always, if you have a suggestion for me, drop it in the comments below or message me on social media. All my links are in the notes below. So thanks for watching, have a nice Christmas, and I will see you next time on Man vs Film.